Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Brainard here with APE Strength in Grapevine, Texas. And today I want to show you guys an awesome full body workout that you guys can do with resistance bands. Bands are often an underrated exercise tool. I know a lot of times middle school and high school kids are often in the weight room a lot, but bands are something that are easily accessible and oftentimes can speed up our results with the stuff that we're doing. So for the demo for this video, we're using a mini band, which is obviously red. There are going to be different levels of resistance. So, you know, if you're a junior or senior in high school, you can probably use a little thicker band on some of these exercises. And then if you're middle school, early high school, freshman, sophomore, you can probably use a mini band or a little lighter. But you always want to err on the lighter side as you're focusing on technique and running through the exercises. And then as you guys progress, you can start to increase the difficulty of different band levels. So the first exercise that we're going to get into today is going to be a banded squat and press. So I'm going to have Hayden step into the band. His feet will be about 6 to 8 inches apart, so just outside shoulder width. We're then going to bring the band to the front rack position, resting it on the front of his shoulders. Keeping his elbows high. From here, we're going to descend into a squat position, initiating the movement at the hips. And then as we go down, spreading the knees apart. And as we push through the ground to stand up, we're going to press the band overhead. So this is going to be a great exercise for building full body strength and power. So we're working obviously the legs with the squat and then the upper body with the press. So initiating the movement at the hips, spreading the knees apart on the way down, driving through the feet and pressing the band overhead. All right, so the next exercise that we're going to get into today is going to be the banded bent over row. So I'm going to have Hayden step onto the band. So he'll have each hand on the side. So just like that, and then we're going to get into a nice hinge position where his chest is pretty parallel with the ground. From here, we're going to initiate by pulling with our elbows and squeezing our shoulder blades at the top. Okay, and so one of the main focuses that you want to think is that we're not pulling with the wrist, we're initiating with the elbow. So if we're pulling with the wrist, we're going to get more forearm and bicep on this. We want to really get the lats and the upper back to do majority of the work, which are going to help us with posture. The next exercise that we're going to get into is going to be an X-band walk. So to start for this exercise, I'm going to have Hayden step into the band. All right, we're just going to X the band in front of the legs. He's going to pull it up a little bit to shoulder level. And then from here, we're maintaining a tall and tight position. We're taking small steps, moving sideways. And so we'll go 10 yards sideways and then 10 yards the opposite direction. So this is going to be great for activating the smaller muscles surrounding the hip, which is going to help eliminate knee and low back pain, as well as keep the hips level. The next exercise we're going to get into is going to be a band pull apart. So to start for this exercise, I'm going to have Hayden grab the band. He's going to lock his arms out with his palms facing up. So he's going to start with his arms straight out from his shoulders. He's going to pull the band apart, keeping the tension in the band the entire time. And we're really focusing on retracting the scapula, so squeezing the shoulder blades together. And this is best done for high reps here. So all the little muscles, the shoulder stabilizers are really getting taxed here. And this is a great move for working on your posture. All right, so the next exercise that we're going to get into today is going to be a banded push-up. So I'm going to have Hayden put his thumbs inside the band. Okay, he's just going to turn one side of it and place it around his upper back, and he'll assume a regular standard push-up position. All right, from here, we're going to go nice and controlled on the down. and then driving up to the top. So the band's a great way to add extra resistance to the push-up. So on the way down, he's not necessarily getting a ton of work, but on the up, whereas you hit halfway to top halfway in the push-up, he's having to continually push through that sticking point because the band's resisting that sticking point in the movement. The next exercise that we're going to get into is going to be a prone banded hamstring curl. So you're going to loop the band around your ankles. All right, so we're going to go prone, which is going to be flat on our stomach. So I want to instruct, make sure the athlete is pushing their hips into the ground. And from here, all we're going to do is curl our heels to our hips, just like that, and controlling it on the back. So this is great for building strength in the hamstrings, which are going to help everyone run, jump, and be quicker on the playing field. All right, so today we just walked through an entire full body routine that you guys can use with resistance bands. Like I said earlier, resistance bands are highly underrated. You know, they're really effective at increasing the stabilizers around the surrounding muscles and easy at adding extra resistance to just basic movements like your squat, lunge, and push-up. For a general guideline, we like to start with about 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps per exercise. Obviously that will depend on where your strength level is at. Middle school, you would probably want to go err on 3 sets, and more advanced, you guys would probably want to err on the side of higher sets and higher reps. But these are a great tool to add extra resistance to your exercises and get more bang for your buck with your home workouts. I hope you guys got a lot out of it today. If you have any questions, definitely let us know below. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks a lot.